Dancing with the good boys, dancing with the good boys.
So that was the Ruts playing at the Underground in Stoke-on-Trent. Great gig. Welcome to Old Angry Punks.
It was a fantastic gig as well. And but we've got so much going on at the moment. The gigs are really ramping up. In this episode, we have our featured band, which is the and interviewed, which is the Murderburgers, Andy.
Yeah, we have. We caught up with Fraser, Murderburger at the Salty Dog.
Anyway, in viewers' requests, we've got the Subhumans from Northwest Calling, and thanks Sim for that one.
And we've got Claim Choice, our photographer Johnny's choice there.
Absolutely. And Jason Funbug asked us to look at Stupid Plot.
Great
so we
band.
did.
Great band.
And then we're on with our usuals, Neil's Wardrobe and his post.
Fantastic.
CD reviews. This week we've got The Human Error, and what was that one of yours?
The
again?
Human Error and the Great St. Louis.
And finally, of course, it's a medley of old school punk classics.
All the way.
Okay, Old Angry Punks are here with Fraser. Is it Fraser Murderburger or Fraser?
I'm going to go with just Fraser.
I think so.
Like a modern day Prince.
Because technically you're Fraser Murder, wrong line. There's a big list, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm very confused. I've confused AI. Like AI can't figure out what my actual name is.
I bet, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So how do you get around that?
Like there's an AI Murderburgers website that I found.
Right.
It's like I know it's like a fan site, but I think it's like it seems like maybe it's like a student is like done a project and like but like ran out of time. And it's just like I use AI and it calls me Fraser McIntyre all the time, and then there's one that calls me Fraser James, and then there's just all these different ones. So
all the years I've known you, what is your actual name, Fraser? If you don't mind.
well, like that, I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've always meant to ask you over the years and never got round to it. So, like I say, I'm here with Fraser from the Murderburgers. They've just done a fantastic set here at the Salty Dog, and the Murderburgers back together.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Me and the drummer kind of started kind of hanging out again, and then yeah, I'd written some songs. I was like, oh, these sound more like Murderburgers songs, so should probably do it again. So yeah, I did that 7-inch and then booked the tour, but he couldn't do the tour, so we've got Hooligan from All Depends on drums for this one.
Great drummer.
Oh yeah,
Phenomenal. I've got the single, I bought it off Scott, by the way.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm sure you're sick of telling people, but Murderburgers, how did the name come? I know, but the viewers might not.
So the Super Suckers, I thought the Super Suckers had Mike Murderburger play on one of their albums.
That's what I heard.
So I was like, alright, cool, yeah, I'll just take that because we needed a name and that sounded like a band.
Yeah.
And then I found out at Punk Rock Raduno in 2019 when we were kind of just about to go on a break.
Yeah.
Someone asked me about the name, I told them that, and then they were like, came back with Wikipedia and were like, that's not true.
Right.
And it turns out that Mike only played on an Eddie Spaghetti solo album.
Hey, but what the hell? It doesn't matter, does it?
No, well that's why I was like, oh, I've been living the wrong life, so that's where I got the wrong life name from.
Right, fantastic.
Yeah,
because that was going to be my next question.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Beat me to the punch. So Fraser's in, is it 3 bands at the moment? Bite Note, Wrong Life, and now the Murderburgers.
Yeah, I do the odd little other thing as well that I haven't done live, like Absolute Melts, like the heavier one.
Yes, yeah. Have you got anything out by then?
2 EPs.
Oh,
I've got the other, like, I've got 3 more songs written, so it'll be like a 10-song collection thing.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna get that
Oh,
done
when you did quite a long time ago, the what were they called? They had the T-shirt with the terrorist on. Don't call me fuck not piss or something.
Oh fuck it wasn't fuck is pronounced shit. It wasn't a terrorist.
Yeah.
It was
I always thought it was a terrorist on it.
No, it was like
because I've got it at home.
It was like there's another band that ended up using the same image.
Right.
Was it Mary and his Flask?
Right.
One of their albums, it's the same guy. It's just like a guy with a beard doing that.
Right.
Smoking and I just thought it looked funny.
It did.
It was like it was just like a beardy guy on the internet.
Because when you played Crew, I bought a T-shirt, and I think you got the 2 EPs on one thing that I bought, or it might have been a tape or something. I can't remember, but I remember buying the lot. It's so long ago, innit?
Yeah.
Another lifetime.
I can't believe people think you may have been a terrorist. It wasn't meant to be. It was just a guy with a
I don't know
beard.
why I'd always got it in my head. It's a terrorist.
Yeah. Wasn't meaning to
giving it the fingers.
Wasn't meaning to make a statement.
No.
Funny.
Me in my head.
Okay, cool.
So what's the future hold for the Murderburgers?
Your guess is as good as mine. we're doing Manchester Punk Festival in April.
Yes.
Doing Boozer Fest in Montreal in May.
Oh, fantastic.
And we're doing, I don't think it's been announced yet, but we're doing, in fact I'll not say it because they might be mad.
No.
But then we're doing Bampstock in July.
Right.
In Wiltshire. And then we're probably not going to do anything for a bit.
Are you going to calm it down again then?
Yeah, well, the real bad habit for a long time of being like, we should just play everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And we'd play the same place every 3 months.
And
it'd be fun, but also, it's a good way to go fucking insane.
Yeah, true.
And to make sure that people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So, and also, I'm just kind of...
Because when I first saw you, it might have been way back at Derby Vaults down in the cellar. And the Griswolds played, and the Lemonades.
Was it the Atoms as well? No.
The Atoms, yeah.
Was that the old deal that Joe put on?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a long time ago.
You're talking 10, 12, if
I
not
think
more.
it was 2008 or 2009.
Yeah, it was shit years ago.
Yeah, we were fucking shit as well back then.
No, you were great. And my mate Steve and Tony, who you remember from Crew, had said to me, because I was quite late to the Ramon call. I mean, I was strictly street punk, stroke, hardcore and that for years. And then how it came about, I was actually decorating Steve's flat because he'd got the same landlord. And I was working for the landlord. I didn't know Steve from Adam. And being a cheeky bastard, I started looking through his CDs. Saw all these great bands. Left a note. Hey mate, any chance you could take me some of these? and we became firm friends.
Oh, nice.
And he turned me on to you guys. Come and see him at Derby. And that was it from then on.
Yeah.
And then they had the other band that sung about spaceships. They'd hardly play.
Oh, the lie detector.
That's it.
Yeah,
they
that's
played.
who we're on tour with.
Yeah, they were great that night. So yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, I can't believe you're back together after all these years.
Yeah, neither can I.
Yeah. So you played, did you say Montreal?
Yeah, we're doing Cruiser Fest, yeah.
Ah, well.
Like both like Wrong Life and Murderburgers are both going over for
because
it.
you are quite an international band, aren't you? You seem to play all over the place, either Wrong Life or...
Yeah, we like to set money on fire.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, addicted to, bombing it.
Fantastic. So, anything with Wrong Life coming up? Bike notes? New releases?
Bike Notes, not really. We just did an album in... it was like a year ago now.
I've got me.
Yeah, we don't do too much. We're kind of working on new stuff. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not. The other two are.
Right.
I've not done anything. And then Wrong Life, I kind of released another album myself at the end of last year just to keep busy.
Yeah.
But Brass Neck's doing that on vinyl.
Fantastic.
I've got a few other labels are involved. So then we're going to do a UK tour in June, and then I think doing some other stuff
Brilliant.
further afield at the end of the year kind of thing.
And I've noticed that most of your lineups are quite fluid, aren't they? Your lineups.
Can't get the staff.
It's sort of like you and whoever, is it? Or do you have a core member of players?
Wrong Life's a bit more kind of solid. We tend to have maybe a guitarist
Yeah,
swap in and out.
of course.
Sometimes a bassist, come to think of it.
Right.
On time, I was a different drummer on the tour. But it's
So
usually,
it is quite fluid.
it's not meant to be. But it is mostly Bob, the drummer, like he's solid, and then Alex, the bass player, is pretty solid. And that is more of a solid lineup than Murderburgers is. But that was meant to just be a solid lineup all the time,
Right,
and then that didn't happen just because people have better things to do. So
And I noticed when you toured the America, you had the guys out of what are they called? Mouse City Mouse. Yeah, they played here actually.
Did
City
we
Mouse. I noticed.
Oh, okay.
Or did you tour with them?
we toured with them.
That's it. Sorry. Yeah. How did that go?
It was good, yeah. We did a whole bunch of touring with them.
Great,
and then we did, who else did we do over there? Yeah, we did tour with Dear Landlord, and then Lipstick Homicide, Rational Anthem, City Mouse. And then,
Dear Landlord, one of my favourite bands.
yeah, they did that like compilation recently of like singles and stuff. It was so good. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So I think we'll kind of wind it up. It's been great seeing you again, friends.
Yeah, you too, man.
I think the last time I saw you was at Leicester, when you...
Leicester Fest.
Yes, you
Yeah.
jumped up with Phase Problem. Another one of his bands, I might add. And
Flav's the brains behind that one.
he's a great guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And I'd love to have been in America when they had that studio. Have they still got that studio going?
No, it's Mass moved to Rome, so he's kind of doing just like a Rome version of it.
Yeah.
Mostly for mixing and mastering and stuff.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Fraser.
Thank you.
It's great meeting
Thank
up
you.
with you. This is Johnny, by the way.
Johnny Scorsese.
Johnny Scorsese.
Yeah, Mr. Wobbly Cam.
And all the best, mate.
All right, you too, man.
Thank you.
Lovely seeing you.
Thank you. Get it.
tell the chicken joke before I got impatient. So just get on with it, shall we? Why the sinner?
Clash from 1977 with White Riot on CBS Records. Welcome to Neil's Wardrobe. The Clash are made up with band members that are made up from the remnants of two bands. One of them being the 101ers, of which Joe Strummer was the lead singer, and the other was London SS, of which a number of the other players had been associated with, including Keith Levine, who later went on for Public Image Limited, but he had an early crack with the Clash. Bernard Rhodes was to be the Clash's manager. He encouraged the band to think for themselves, write about the environment they lived in, write about the stuff that personally affected them. Put this sort of stuff into your songs, into your songwriting. It was Mick Jones and Strummer who were chiefly the main writers of songs for the band. It resulted in such statements as we're anti-fascist, we're anti-racist, we're against violence, we're pro-creative, we're pro-DIY. The Clash were involved in the anti-Nazi League that was prominent in London, and they didn't make any bones about promoting a left-wing message. Mick Jones is quoted as saying, "The important thing is to encourage people to do things for themselves, think for themselves, and stand up for what their rights are." The Clash wrote of London's seedy, edgy inner city streets, the tower blocks, the drugs, the racism, the violence that they saw as part of that cityscape. Paul Simonon and Joe Strummer were involved in the Notting Hill Carnival 1976, which erupted in violence, and it's where the song White Riot was based. Clash members were in solidarity with the community, given the fact that they grew up in that area. A racist media blamed the tensions on the local West Indian community, which in turn was weaponised by a growing national front at the time. After that first album, called The Clash, Topper Headon joined the band. He had a lot of experience with soul and jazz bands, and this would help the Clash. They could evolve from a punk band to a group of people that were capable of performing many different styles of music. The Clash wore militaristic style clothing in their performances with slogans daubed all over them. Slogans and daubing would be a feature of punk for many years to come. The band would have critical and commercial success with their first two albums, The Clash 1977 and Give 'Em Enough Rope in 1978. The latter was recorded in 3 places, London, New York and San Francisco. The Clash were producing songs that were described as highly polished rock, and for quite a number of punks, this could have almost be seen as a betrayal of punk roots. Late in 1979, London's Calling was released. This has been described as a masterpiece of vinyl with explorations in rock and roll, soul, jazz, ska, reggae and funk. The Sandinista album, released in 1980, had songs that were exploring dub, jazz and rockabilly too. The Clash did very well in America. It's amazing to think that in those days that Grandmaster Flash and the Sugar Hill Gang actually started as openers for the Clash. It just shows you, how popular they were in America. In 1981, their 5th album, Combat Rock, was released. This had further explorations in hip-hop, graffiti art, Rock the Casbah and Should I Stay or Should I Go were worldwide hits for the Clash. But it was the beginning of the end for the band. Topper Headon became addicted to heroin, and Mick Jones departed a year later. The Clash did create a cultural and musical legacy that's acknowledged by millions of people around the world today. In 1976, Joe Strummer went to see the Sex Pistols play. He proclaimed, "This is the future." He is quoted as saying, "The Pistols came out that Tuesday evening and their attitude was, 'Here's our tunes, and we couldn't give a flying fuck whether you like them or not. In fact, we're gonna play them, even if you fucking hate them.'" Giovanni D'Adamo, who sounds critic and later member of the Snivelling Shit band, described the band as a runaway train, so powerful their first new group to come along who can really scare the shit out of the Sex Pistols. On the 29th of August 1976, the Clash and the Buzzcocks opened for the Sex Pistols at a gig at the Screen on the Green in Islington, London. On the 21st of September, the Clash played without Keith Levine at the 100 Club Special, organised by Malcolm McLaren. The Subway Sect and Susie and the Banshees were openers for the Clash at that event. I saw the Clash in 1980 on that Sandinista tour, and I don't think I've ever been a gig that has been so packed out in my life. Band members from all sorts of bands were there in the audience too. Everybody wanted a piece of the Clash at that time, and they certainly were probably one of the most significant bands in rock and roll. Indeed, Rolling Stone magazine described the London's Calling album as probably one of the greatest albums of all time. Such was their popularity. So whether they moved from punk rock to Polish rock, it didn't stop the Clash being moving on to being a super group loved by millions all around the world.
Don't
and followed his bands, especially the Murderburgers.
Yeah.
But he sort of goes off on tangents with other bands, and very talented guy. And when I heard they were playing the Salty Dog, I thought, oh, perfect. So I contacted him, and he was happy to do an interview.
Well, it's a coup for our show, that's for sure.
It certainly is, and what a nice guy as well.
And thanks to Sim for the Subhumans footage. Thanks to Johnny for our clean choice.
Yep.
And for Jason Funbook for Stupid Plot.
Fantastic. And they are a great band.
Well, anyway, let's have a delve into Andy's post, shall we?
Hey, that sounds like the postman.
And here we are for...
Here we are, Steve, with what's in the mail.
Oh.
It's only the adverts live and loud, Steve.
Oh, fantastic.
The adverts live and loud on Harry May Records Company. 12 fantastic live tracks by the adverts.
Brilliant.
So, 1977, live and loud. Oh,
wow.
Stephen.
Wow, wow.
The Lurkers double pack. I don't need to tell her. And pills. Just 13. Is it an actual? I can't remember what I bought. Oh, it is. It's a double pack. Single, Steve.
Fantastic.
With pills. I don't need to tell her. Countdown. And just 13. Wow. I think I won this on auction, Steve, tell you the truth.
Fair enough.
If I remember rightly.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
So that's that one, mate. See how smooth I did that? Now that comes... And yes, it... Oh, Stephen.
To keep pouring in.
What is this? It's Satan's Rats.
Fantastic.
Year of the Rats. With Louise on the B-side. Now this is actually a re-release, Steve. It's not original because it's on Overground Records.
Right.
A great label who do a lot of re-release stuff. But let's just have a little look at it. See, lovely black vinyl.
It's clean. See,
Very black vinyl there, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is now you've got people getting record players again now anyway.
Yes.
I think that if you can't get the originals, there's nothing wrong with re-releases if you still want to listen to something.
Totally agree, my friend. Totally agree.
If you
Because
want to listen to vinyl through your player, you know.
plus, Steve, that compared to the cost of an original, I think I paid a tenner or something for that.
Okay.
Now an original of that's probably 40-50 quid.
Yeah. So it's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. Now this, it's a 10-inch, mate. I didn't know it was a 10-inch. The Floppy Pinkies, Japanese band.
That's it, yeah.
So it's 4 tracks on a lovely 10-inch. Now these are from Scott Brass Neck Records.
Right, okay.
He's got them in, and I've bought them from him.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
So that's the Floppy Pinkies. Now I love this band. 3-minute movie. Again, a Japanese band.
Okay.
Now I've not heard Litters. That's another band. This is a split. It's nice, isn't it? So you've got 3-minute movie and Litters, the Sleeping Aids and Razor Blades, possibly Tweezers. What a gig that'd have been. Their own single. This is on Wonder Records. I presume that's a Japanese label. 3 tracks.
Brilliant.
And they're really good. I really enjoy. Same again, if you like your poppy punk, which you know I do, I love.
Yeah.
3-minute movie from Japan.
Fantastic.
And of course, the Floppy Pinkies.
Yeah.
So that's what's in the post, Steve.
Brilliant stuff. Happy listening.
Happy listening. Happy days. Thank you, Scott, from Brass Neck Records.
Welcome to the first of Old Angry Punk's Book Club. And for this episode I'm choosing The Story of Crass by George Berger on Omnibus Press. The band is made up of both male and female members who promote a DIY ethic. Their motives are around encouraging their fans to think for themselves rather than accept what they have been told. Sales of records enable Crass to give a lift up to other bands rather than keeping the profit for themselves. In The Story of Crass, George Berger paints a sympathetic image of the people that came together in a house on the edge of Epping Forest for the purpose of creativity, DIY, and promoting alternative lifestyles. As fashion dictates the new, Crass members saw a gap when the tabloids had finished with punk around 1978, as more youth were continuing to follow this genre. Whilst unlike many punk bands, Crass were serious. These were difficult times. Unemployment was rising. A new government was intent on smashing collective bargaining, the trade unions and working class solidarity. Troops were on the streets in the north of Ireland. The National Front were on the rise in the communities. There were page free girls and football hooliganism. All of these would be issues that Crass would be taking on. Against this backdrop, a group of like-minded individuals sought and promoted an alternative viewpoint that may provide solutions to the problems that we are facing. George Burgess introduces the people, their ideas, goals, and sometimes their misgivings. He doesn't clutter us with too much detail. Do we really need to understand adolescent pimples? No, but the hows and whys are important and are accessible here. There's a breakdown of the albums and the rationale behind every song. I could go on, but I'll ruin it. If you're into alternative lifestyle, punk, anarcho-punk, or prying into British social history, then give this a whirl. You never know. It could be an eye-opener.
So it's review time, guys, and have I got a doozy for you? The Great St. Louis, English band, and what an album. So, if you like your punk with gruff vocals and melodic guitars, like the old No Idea label bands of the past, with a nod to Leatherface, of course, then you're going to love this new album by the Great St. Louis, called Stay Right There. It's released on Boss Tunage in the UK and Waterslide in Japan, and it's available on vinyl and CD. I think the vinyl's only available on Boss Tunage and Brass Neck Records, whereas or is it the other way around? Anyway, you'll work that out. And it's 10 tracks, including 2 collabs, one with Simon Wells and the other with Adam Lee from China Drum, no less. 15 years in the making, and it's like they never took a day off. I got the CD version, and my only gripe would be that the lyrics are far too small to see, even with glasses. But the first thing you do notice is how tight this album is and well produced. And it was recorded by Will Farley at Pressure Drop Studios in Stockport. My fave songs are the number 3, Northern Rose, and number 6, which is Smoke Face. Anyway, don't take my word for it, because all in all, it's a great album. Go out and buy a copy. Make the Great St. Louis lads proud. Let me just show you. As you can see, the writing is very small. Maybe with the album you'll get larger lyrics or a lyric sheet, I don't know. But you really need to go and buy this. 15 years since they last made an album. Go check it out.
that was track number 6 from the Human Error, called Panic Attack, on the album Ghost Army Deception. We caught up with the Human Error whilst they were supporting the Ruts at the Underground in Hanley recently, and I think they packed a good bloody punch. I was immediately aware on this album of a familiar voice that seems to be all over Human Error, and that was of Jello Biafra. I don't know whether this was intentional or not. The songs are well written and have a familiar punk ethos of anti-war, political awareness, mortality and empathy. The band are led by frontman Joe Reed. The songs are backed with his driving guitar, sometimes a funky bass, and drums that pack a hard-edged wall of sound. They might be they might be young, but the Human Error punch well above their weight. They have energy and a driving force that could put other bands into the shade. I like the whole album. It's a good punk listener. The only hurdle, I'd say, is that some of the songs sound the same and almost blend into one another. Whether that's a good thing or not is up. I'm sure you can make your own mind up. But the Human Error are very young people, and I think they've got a long way to go. And definitely punk as a genre is safe with these guys. So go and have a listen. Ghost Army Deception. I don't think you'd be disappointed. What a post this time, eh?
Wasn't it just?
Yeah.
I mean, the adverts,
Yeah.
Satan's Rats, they're just two. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff, but they're the two that really stood out for me.
The Lurkers and
The Lurkers.
And what about the Floppy Pinky? This is Japan stuff, isn't it?
Again, Japan. I just love punk rock from Japan.
And 3 Minute Movie.
Another fantastic band. Just keep sending me this Japanese punk stuff.
We like Human Error.
Yes.
That gig the Ruts did.
Yes. Support band.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Young lads.
Yeah.
But I think they were actually on when we walked in, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
And straight away I thought, whoa, oh, quite like these.
And there was something different, weren't they?
They were. I thought they got like an American skate sort of sound to them. So going back to book reviews, The Story of Crass.
Yeah, I did enjoy the read. You know, you were taken there to Dial House. I mean, you're also taken to a few things that weren't pleasant, like
Of course,
the death of an organiser of Stonehenge and the festivals at Stonehenge. There's some murky business going on there.
Right.
It takes you through the albums, takes you through some of the songs. It's a bloody good. It's an interesting read.
Right. So if you have a CD or a book or some footage that you'd like reviewed, our address will follow shortly. Please get in touch.
Well, listen, thank you for watching the show, and we hope you've enjoyed our latest offerings. And we'll catch you in the next episode, number 10.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
In the air, cymbals crashing everywhere. Bricks are could be the last time. This could be the last time. 'Cause I'm shaking all over. I'm shaking all over. I'm shaking all over. I'm shaking all over. I'm having my 1933. Down in my 1933. Down in my 1933. Down in my 1933. Hey, you get off of my ground. 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 could be your last time. And this could be every last
started. Okay.